Yeah, first match here, ready to rock and roll. Let's make sure sounds are on. They are. Fantastic. Good morning, one and all. This is the Acer Team Story Cup. It's a best of 9 between these two teams. NewRoSoft versus Mouseports. Or, well, Mouseports. Whatever. Mouse. M-O-U-Z is how we all see them, of course. But spawning here in the top left corner of the map. It is going to be their starter today, the Red Zergs, Starbuck.
Bottom right, as the blue Zerg, it is NewRoSoft's Roof.
We actually got to see a little bit of Roof lately. He played in ATC versus Stardust. I'm kind of curious enough that he come up against Starbuck as well, but he's not a bad player. He's just one I think a lot of people haven't heard of. But he's also not had too many definitive results, sadly. So maybe today will be his big break.
His name is just beautiful. It reaches me on so many emotional levels.
Right? You're like, man, I can't get past this certain like glass ceiling or a roof, I guess.
It's like, you know, people always say like sometimes they think that Koreans just like pick a name out of an English dictionary. That's what I think he did, actually.
Oh, I should start embracing that philosophy when coming up with names, because every character for every game I ever play is just Rifkin, guy, girl, doesn't matter. They're all just Rifkin.
I name them after like characters and stories and stuff. I'm cool like that.
Okay.
Anyways, we do have a
yeah,
gas 10 pool, and Roof did go for 15 hatch.
You know, it's funny because we saw Bly and Impact kind of start this exact same way yesterday. First question is going to be whether Roof can hold this off to the same degree Impact did, and the other question is going to be, can Starbuck follow through better than Bly did? It's most likely going to be Banelings. Yep, there we go. I mean, I don't really know anyone who does 10 pool speedlings. Maybe that was built once upon a time, but it hasn't been quite a while. And one of the biggest advantages to doing this on this map and these spawn locations, guys, is the fact that Overlords will almost never see this coming. A lot of the times, Zerg players are prepared and ready to deal with this because the Overlord sees the links popping out halfway through the map. Bam, spawning pool. Bam, spine crawler. You know, you're good to you're all set. But these should get into the natural base without even being detected.
Most of the time, you don't even have your spawning pool up and ready, so even though you see it, it's more like a mental preparation than anything else. You're like, okay, I gotta micro my drones, I gotta decide, am I gonna try and keep that hatch or do I give it...
Right, and that sounds silly, but that is so important and critical. Like, you can't come into this kind of nervous and panicked. You have to be, like, calm and collected, and... I mean, I think again, if you guys didn't see it, Acer versus Axiom, Impact versus Bly, exact same way, exact same spawns, exact same... map. I mean, it's so eerie just how crazy this is. But rather than chipping away at the Nash, we go straight to the main.
Oh, this is Roof also like made an additional drone instead of, you know, some lings, and now at least four splits at the last second.
First blood.
I still have so much longer until the queen pops out that the lings can take care of some of these drones.
Well, you know, going back to the scouting thing too, when these were approaching the base, he was still droning. That's
yeah.
One of the other drawbacks to this. So right now Roof is bleeding out pretty hardcore, but this queen should be able to clean up the lings. However, it's the Banelings that are a problem as these drones go back to mining. They clump up, and this is not looking too good for Roof. Down to 4 workers.
That's not what we saw from Impact last time. Even though Impact lost that game eventually, he held off this push rather well. Not so much Roof.
Well, that was about the quickest game number 1 we could have possibly gotten. But Starbuck will take it for Mouseports, and it leads their team up 1-0. So for the